Hello and thanks for making your purchase of your new Rampant Design Tools product. This quick tip is designed to get you up and running as quickly as possible. Let me show you why Rampant Design Tools QuickTime-based elements are going to not only make your composites look fantastic, but they're going to speed up your effects workflow. Transfer modes, or blend modes as they're referred to in some applications, are what we're going to use to get you going in the right direction. Okay, so let's take a look at Apple's Motion. What I'm going to do is simply Command Tab into Motion 5, and we're going to choose a new Motion project. I'm going to make sure that I'm using 720p, and the frame rate is going to be 2398 frames per second. I'm just going to put the duration to be about 6 seconds, because the clip I'm going to be using is not that long. What I'm going to do is simply say Open, and once my Motion project's open, I'm going to take my background footage element and simply drag it and drop it into my group right here. You'll see I can simply hit play here and watch it play back in real time inside of Apple's Motion. What I want to do now is I want to come right back here and I want to add the Rampant Design Tools film element. I'm simply going to take it and I'm going to drag and drop it into the same group as my background clip. And you're going to see now that the element is actually a little bit larger than the frame size. So all I'm going to do is simply navigate to the inspector. I'm going to come back to properties and let's just adjust the scale to bring it right down to be almost the same as the frame size. Right about there. We can even come in and say, let's make this 67. There we go. Perfect. Now, all we have to do to remove the white from this is not do a Luma key, which is what most people think that we would do. All I'm going to do is simply navigate up to the element. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to come down to blend mode and I'm simply going to choose multiply. Now I can hit the space bar and this element plays back in real time, keyed exactly the way that I want. Now what if the situation was a little bit different? What if I had an element where instead of wanting to remove white, I wanted to remove the black from the background? Well, you'll see if I come back to the file browser, I have just that situation here with the Rampant Design Tools Cinematic Dust Effect element. What I need to do is I need to remove the black and leave the rest of the particles in the shot. So all I'm going to do is I'm simply going to take this element, I'm going to drag it and drop it right on top of the film element. Now you're going to see that it replaces it, and what happens is that if I right click and I come down to blend mode, it still has the multiply blend mode that the original clip had applied to it. But in this case we don't want to do a multiply, we want to do a simple add. Now you'll see that we now have that element keyed over our footage looking fantastic. So if you have any questions, you have any comments, or you have any tutorial requests, you can head on over and post them in the Rampant Design Tools forums.